afternoon. It has just gone midday and we are driving into town to meet up with a couple of our friends for lunch. Vince and Linda, you've seen them before in the vlogs, and we have brought little Miss Eden along with us as well.
It's been over 4 or 5 months now since we've seen Vince and Linda. We met up with them before we moved to Hua Hin, and now that we're down here we haven't had a chance to meet with them yet. But they're going away at the end of the month, so we've made some extra time to come into town and have a nice little sit down and a catch up. And they really wanted to see Eden, so that's why she's with us. Chosen a nice pet-friendly restaurant. We've been there before. Just got to wait for the train to go by. Hopefully it's one of the little short ones. Stuck in a little traffic jam. Vince and Linda live way on the opposite side of town from us, so it's about a 40-minute drive to their place. But they live in a nice area, so it's worth going to them rather than coming to our way. There's more to see around there, more to do. Okay, the train is gone, we can resume. People sometimes ask us, how many friends have you made in Thailand since you've been out there? It's always a difficult question to answer people because they need to understand how we work when it comes to friendships to begin with. For example, when we first met Linda and Vince, they used to watch our YouTube channel back in the US, and our videos helped them to move out to Chiang Mai. So when they first came to Chiang Mai, they were desperate to meet us. And just like anybody that's desperate to meet us, we're never sure what we're going to get when we get there. But there was something about the way that we interacted online that made us decide to go and meet up for dinner one day. And they brought us gifts for Eden, and we sat down and we talked for hours. And we realised that even though we were from different generations, we had a lot in common and we had a lot to learn from each other. He wants to get out. Steam a lot. I want to learn how to make my own latte art. Since that meeting, we've spoken a lot online via Facebook and other websites, and now that we both live in the same town, even now we still don't meet up as often as people would expect friends to do so. But when we do, it's almost effortless, as if no time has passed. And those are the types of friendships that we really appreciate. The ones that don't need constant maintenance and constant effort and yet still feel effortless when you meet. It's helping us to get through a period of time where we're considering a big move and a lot of anxiety is going to be going through us. So being able to vent and talk about those things with Vince and Linda was really good.
Oh, you like a lap?
Yeah. And of course Linda got her doggy fix. Eden got such a lot of love.
Oh my gosh.
4 puppies laying on her. If we have 3 puppies. Yeah. And because they came here without a pet, Eden gave them that joy. Ever thought we would even have a black dog where they live in the Kaltakiab area. It's got to be one of the most beautiful parts of Hua Hin. It's a great place to just chill out and relax. Just sitting up at their condo, watching the sun go down. It was a great way to end the evening.
Her attention and just kind of keep her amused. Yeah, exactly.
We stayed up there until the sun set, and then we made our way back home. But we had a really nice time.
And we are home. I have already cracked on and got some dinner on the go. I'm putting together a chicken green curry. We didn't have much in the way of veg, so I'm using what I have, which consists of a sweet potato and some tomatoes, and we've got loads of bean sprouts and coriander, so I'm going to beef it up with bean sprouts and coriander. I'm just cooking up the chicken before I add the coconut milk at the moment, but it's already smelling rather lovely. I think I'm going to put in some more lime pickle like I did the other day, because that was really, really nice. And here we have the curry all made. This was probably the quickest meal I've made all week. I added the lime pickle and loads of bean sprouts and some frozen peas and sweet corn that we had in the freezer. I'm just cooking up 2 rotis to go with it, and then we can eat. And I believe Jay has downloaded a new series for us to watch. Did you download something?
It's downloading now.
What did you go for?
Narcos.
Ooh.
I don't know much about this series, but Sasha's friend from the UK said it's really good. It's about the notorious drug lord Pablo Escobar, set in Colombia, so it should be quite interesting. I've just heard there may be a disaster in the kitchen. Eden, what disaster are we facing here? You better go and ask Mum. She'll tell ya. What disaster are we facing?
We ran out of gas.
Oh no.
And there's no gas in the gas drawer.
The gas drawer is empty. Poo.
And the roti's only half cooked.
What can we do? We still have our electric pan, but it's very slow. It looks like the other one is in the grill. Hopefully it will work. I'll leave Sasha to deal with that. I was just thinking, I'm getting so used to having a really fast internet connection now that wherever we go next is going to need to be able to provide the same kind of speeds, I think. Because being able to upload our vlogs quickly and being able to download a series in minutes is just it's not even a luxury anymore. It's kind of like a necessity for our work to get things done quickly like that. So hopefully when we go to our next destination, we'll be able to get the same kind of speeds. I know that when we went to the Philippines to stay with Sasha's dad, the internet was quite slow there. Apparently they rank 21 out of 22 Asian countries when it comes to internet speeds, so might be a problem. Hopefully they're working on that and getting the speeds up. According to this list of countries here, the only country worse than the Philippines for internet is Afghanistan. Even Burma's doing better. We'll have to have a chat with Sasha's dad, find out what kind of speeds they're getting and if there's anything new popping up in the Philippines, because that is very slow. Dinner time, eh? Mm-hmm. And series time. Oh, I'm missing things. I'm gonna have to put the camera down because I've always said the very first 5 minutes of any TV show set the tone for everything, and if you miss it, then you'll be like asking questions for ages. So with that in mind, I'm gonna watch Narcos. Alright, program's over. And I think you want to walk, don't you? Your ears are up. Yes, Daddy, when I put my ears up like this, it means walk me. Not walk. Done, but I'm not done. I've been sent out on a mission. I've been sent out to Macro to get some macadamia brittle ice cream. Sasha thinks one tub is not enough, so a second tub is going to get bought. Anyway, I'm back out to get ice cream. Okay, ice cream is bought. I'm going to put it in front of the air conditioning vents so they don't melt. That'll do the trick. Alright, let's put these in the freezer. Before I do that, let me show you what I actually got, because I didn't get macadamia brittle, which is what Sasha wanted. They didn't have it. Instead, I got banana almond flavour ice creams. They were 50 baht each. They're quite small. They come with a little spoon. But banana almond sounds lovely. Just been doing a little bit more research on a possible move to Portugal and started looking at some of the northern mountain towns. I'm not sure if the weather's going to be that good up there. Just checking out the World Weather Online site to see what the temperatures are like. Temperatures don't look too bad, between 14 to 30 most of the year, but it's the rainfall I'm concerned about. One of the things that we hated about living in the UK was how often it drizzle rained, and when it rains like that, it doesn't really make you feel inspired to go out and do anything. I don't mind too much cold weather, but drizzly rain, no. So I have to think about that. Saying that though, in the southern towns it doesn't look so bad, so it's still definitely an option. Sasha and I still have many things to discuss before we can make a solid decision. It is a very confusing time in our lives right now, especially because we've been reading up this morning about Britain perhaps leaving the European Union, which would mean we'd have the same visa issues that we do in Thailand in Europe, which would be a right bummer. And now that we're thinking about moving there, that could happen. That would be poo. But we don't know what's going to happen with that until June, possibly later. I've been messing about out here so long. Sasha has decided to go to bed without dessert. So, looks like we're not having the lovely banana ice cream in the end. Totally my fault. Shouldn't have been playing around on the computer for so long. Oh well, never mind. Can always eat it another day. Oh, so you've decided to sleep tonight? Why aren't you in your box? You're a silly dog, aren't you? I'm a lovely dog. Bedtime, I think. What do you think? Bedtime?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah. It was actually really nice meeting up with Vince and Linda today.
Yes.
It's always good to sit down and have a chat with like-minded people, especially at a time like this when we're thinking about such a big, stressful and massive change in our lives. Yeah, it's good to vent a bit. It's gone midnight, so it's time for us to go to bed. If you enjoyed today, please hit the thumbs up button. Yawny. Don't forget to subscribe so you can find out all about what's going on in our lives and our journey across the world. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Eden, why have you buried your bone in our sheets? Did you just answer me? Why have you buried your spotty bone in our sheets? This is yours. It belongs in your bed. Okay? Get off my dad. Move me. It's midnight. Yeah. How about that? Are they comfortable? Night night, Eden.